Yogi, would you like to say hi to everyone? Say hello, happy October. And this is my dog Yogi and I'm Denise. And believe it or not, Yogi loves horror movies. So today we're going to recommend 5 underrated horror movies that you guys should totally watch. So before I start recommending the movies, I just want to let you guys know that these are just my opinions. And if you have any other underrated movie that people should see, please leave them down in the comments below. So coming in at number 5 is the movie Thinner, based on a book by Stephen King. And I remember seeing Thinner as a child and it really freaking me out because of the makeup, the costumes, and just the storyline really got to me. And it also has one of my favorite actors, Michael Constantine, and he was in My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and he is hilarious in that movie, but he sadly passed away. And I highly recommend that movie if you're into something comedy. That movie is hilarious, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. And another thing I love about this movie is how they show that actions do have consequences, even if the justice system is a bit corrupted. Karma is going to get you no matter what. There's Yogi right there. And if you hear, oh, I thought he was gonna scratch some more. But I'm sitting in between my spot and his spot, and you see this line? That's his spot. That's his area, and then this other half is my area. So I think he's wondering why the hell is she sitting in my area. But anyway, another thing I love about Thinner is the ending. And I remember the first time I saw it, I just couldn't believe that it would end in such a, the way it did. I don't want to say any spoilers just in case you haven't seen it, but the ending was just, wow, mind-blowing, and it leaves you thinking that if you want to get revenge, is it really worth it? Okay, so coming in at number 4, this movie came out in 2015, and it's The Final Girls. And I honestly cannot believe this movie isn't getting more attention or edits on TikTok, because you know nowadays the kids are on TikTok. But this movie is honestly so good. I remember I was hesitant on watching it, and I had the DVD for a while before I even opened it. This movie is actually really good, funny, except for this guy. I didn't really like his character, to be honest. I thought he was a bit annoying and like try too hard and would like step over boundaries. But I guess everyone's different. Who knows, maybe you guys might like him. But anyway, I love how this movie is set in the 80s. Well, in the beginning it's set like in the 2015 era, and then a few of these characters get sucked into a movie that's in the 80s. And I just love the 80s. I love the neon colors, I love the music. I love horror movies that were made in the 80s, so everything about this movie is just freaking awesome. Another reason why I love The Final Girls is the emotional aspect to it. So like grieving the loss of a parent. I don't want to say any spoilers, but I guess the emotional connection that you can make with friends, or losing friends, or growing a stronger bond with friends, I don't know, things of that nature. I think they did a really good job at showing it in this movie. And I'm not gonna lie, one part made me cry because of the whole friendship thing. It was kind of sad in that moment, but okay, I don't want to say any spoilers, but yeah, one part made me cry because of the whole friendship thing. This movie's totally good, especially if you love 80s horror. I highly recommend this. This next movie got a 4.8 out of 10 stars on IMDb, and it's number 3, and it's The Roommate. So I saw this, well, I rewatched this movie a couple weeks ago, and I honestly liked it. I mean, they could have added some more scenes to for us to understand some characters' backgrounds, to be honest. So for this main character, in the film, they said that her ex-boyfriend, and I'm not sure if I'm correct, but that he cheated on her, or that she was like in a toxic relationship with him. So I felt like they should have added more scenes, more background info on that since they added it in the movie. And for this character named Rebecca, if you recognize her, she was in Gossip Girl. For her character, they implied that something went wrong like in high school, and I honestly wish that they would have also put like flashbacks so we can understand what fully happened in high school. And also I was looking at like these little names in the back, and I wanted to mention that Billy Zane from Titanic, he was also in Charmed, Back to the Future. But anyway, Billy Zane is also in it. He plays this professor. I don't know if you guys know Ali and AJ. They're like this really good band. I'll link one of their songs down below. But the sister Ali is in this movie. Some of you may recognize her from Phil of the Future, this Disney Channel show back in like the early 2000s. And Ali was also in a show called iZombie. I've never seen it, but when the show was on, I would always see like trailers of like the new episodes. And Ali was also in the movie Easy A. She played this character named Rhiannon, which was Emma Stone's like best friend in the film. So like I said in the beginning, this got a 4.8 stars, and maybe it could have been done a little better, but I truly like this movie. I remember seeing it when it first came out in the movie theaters with my mother, so maybe that's why I like it too, because it has a special place in my heart. And there's this one scene that it oh my god, I can't even talk because it really like creeped me out, but it involves a belly button piercing. That freaking scene, I remember seeing that at a young age. When did this movie come out? Around 2011. So if it was before May 3rd, I was 11. If it was after May 3rd, I was 12. So between the ages of 11 and 12, when I saw that, I was like, I am never getting a belly button piercing, and I never have because of this movie. Oh my god, it just really freaked me out. So coming in at number 2 is another Stephen King creation. I don't know if he wrote like a little short story on it or what, but it just said Stephen King's Sleepwalkers. Sleepwalkers, I remember seeing this with my cousin Cindy. She was the one that showed this movie to me. And there's this one scene that involved a mother and a son, and it was just so uncomfortable to... I just had to kind of like look away because it was just weird. But the mother and the son are sleepwalkers, and the son is played by, let's see, do they have the name here? Oh, Brian. Krause. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. But Brian was in the show Charmed. He played Leo. I believe it was last year that I rewatched this movie, and I think I like must have blocked this scene out of my memory, because when I was rewatching it, there's this one prolonged death scene that just disgusted me, and and no lie, when I saw it, this was my reaction. So beware if you're wearing headphones. But I was like, oh my god, like that. Like I was looking at my TV and I just screamed, and then it was just so disgusting. It what was it? I think it was like a chopstick going into an ear. Oh my god, it was just brutal for me to watch. And then there was like another death scene that it was just so dumb. It involved like getting stabbed by a corn. Like, how do you die from getting stabbed from a corn? So this movie came out in 1992, so I guess it's 90s logic to get stabbed by a corn and die. The way people talk about Stephen King's It, I wish people would talk about this movie, because it's honestly not a bad movie, in my opinion. I don't know, everyone's different. But I honestly liked it. I mean, it freaked me out, it kept me on the edge of my seat, and it didn't really like bore me or anything like that. It was good throughout the film, and the acting was incredible, except there was this one scene where it kind of made me laugh. What was it? I remember it was at the police station. Oh, I remember. It was this guy saying, I'm gonna find him. And then he says it with just so much... Okay, I'm sorry. phone cut me off because I have low space, so I had to delete a lot. um, but anyway, the scene that I really love was that this police officer was like, I'm gonna find him, I'm gonna find him, and that made me laugh because just of how so much emotion he put into it, or maybe it was how he delivered the line, like I don't know, but it just made me laugh. It was so funny to me, and I had to rewind it like 10 times just to like get all the laughs out of my system. One more thing I would like to mention for Sleepwalkers is that I love the acting, like, and I'm not being sarcastic or anything, I mean the acting that the cast did was incredible. I love how they showed genuine fear, or for some of the other characters maybe they showed genuine anger, or they did a good job on being the villain is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, for it being in the 90s, the effects, like you can tell that it isn't from today's standards, but I still think that it looks incredible. Okay, so coming in at number 1 is the movie Devil. Oh my god, words cannot express how obsessed I was with this movie when I was a kid. And I know that's a crazy thing to say, but no lie, I would re-watch this movie over and over again. I remember I recorded it on my what is it called? It's like the cable box, and it records like whether you want to record a movie or an episode or something. Oh my god, I totally forgot, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. But I recorded the movie Devil on it, and I would always watch it over and over again, to the point where my mom got mad and she said that she was going to delete it. And I said, Mom, please don't delete it, please, like I'm serious, please don't, because at the time I didn't have it on DVD. But anyway, I used to love this movie. I used to watch it all the time, and I believe it was a few years ago that I rewatched this movie after a long time of not watching it, and I still liked it. I mean, I guess the storyline could have been done a bit better, or maybe the scares could have been a little bit more, but besides that, I really think it is still good. I stutter when I get so excited. But anyway, I highly recommend this movie. I also like the actor Logan Marshall Green. He is good looking. Maybe that was another reason why I watched the movie Devil when I was little, because I liked Logan Marshall Green. But yeah, I wish this movie would get more, I don't know, more hype, more like screen time, like on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. I wish more people would talk about this film, because for me, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I still enjoy it even after like all these years. And yeah, it's really good. I especially like the ending. It was a bit of a plot twist for my little mind when I was watching it when I was a little girl. But yeah, the acting was incredible. I like how how many, like 5 people were trapped in an elevator, and their genuine fear seems so realistic, and that's what I also love about this film. It makes you kind of feel what they feel if you were trapped in an elevator, trying to figure out who's killing who's the devil and all that stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe, like, comment what you wish people would talk about more or give more reviews on, more light to. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying October so far. Over here where I live, it's raining today, and it was a lot of rain, and if you hear that noise, I forgot to mention, that's the AC. I kept it on because Yogi gets very scared. So I'm sorry if you hear all that air noise. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.